Hello friends, it's me. It's Doll's Mummy Diaries YouTube channel, and I'm here to present you with part 2 of the video about when Santa visited me early yesterday. Remember, if you did watch the video, that Santa delivered to me 2 babies and I was in quite a hurry to go out to the bank, so I had to just do a brief video. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm here for part 2 to give you more information about those delightful babies that I introduced you yesterday, so that if you like them, you can go out and get them yourself. Or if you just simply want to watch me washing and dressing them and giving you information about them, and you just want to just watch this video to just relax, then you are welcome to do that. So go and get the popcorn and a fizzy drink, sit down, put your feet up, and let's get on with this video. So a lot of the descriptions that I've read online about the hair is that it's micro-rooted, not glued. The hair looks beautiful. I can't see any signs of glue, but I wouldn't be able to tell if this is micro-rooted or not. But she definitely has sparse hair. Maybe at one point she did have more hair, but it looks like she's lost it. I'm simply going to wash this hair and put some oil in it, and maybe it will come out better than it is. I'm not going to change her hair at the moment because I can't think of what I could do to improve her hair. But it does look like a baby's head. You know, some babies have bald spots. They're growing and developing. So I'm not too worried about her hair, actually. I'm not at all. Oops. But I have to say, I do love her smile. It's her smile that I love best. She has a lovely smile. Smile for the camera, baby. There you are. Oh, she's such a happy baby, and she does feel so real. She does feel so real, and I can't wait to take her out in the buggy because I feel so comfortable with her, you know. She looks real, she feels real. Yeah, I'm very happy to take her out in the buggy that I bought for my reborn dolls. I have been buying a lot more ethnic reborns because I want to take my reborns out, and I'm very hesitant in taking out white Caucasian reborns out because I don't want people to even think that I've got a doll in the buggy, because like I don't want to be disrespected or treated less by these people. So yeah, I have been focusing more on getting dolls that are darker in skin so that when I take them out, they won't bring themselves unnecessary stares or attention. I want the correct attention. I want, if anyone looks at my baby in my buggy, they're looking at it because they're seeing a baby, not because they're seeing a doll. It's a bit of a shame that I can't get the white Caucasian dolls out. But when I first started collecting reborn dolls about 3 years ago, that's when I was really more interested in reborns. I mean, growing up, I was interested in just normal dolls, but obviously later on in life, particularly 3 years ago during lockdown, I got into reborns through watching a lot of YouTube channels. Yeah, at the beginning, I did buy white Caucasian reborns, you know, I didn't care, I just loved the way they looked. But when it came to taking them out, because I really wanted to take them out, I was so proud of them. But I just noticed how uncomfortable I was feeling when I got to taking them out. And in the end, I was taking them out at night time. Yeah, I'd go out at night and take them out. And I felt kind of sad about that. And I determined that I was going to have to buy more reborn dolls of my own skin color so that I can take them out in the daytime and mingle with other mothers and not have to worry about anything. So anyway, that's my story, that's my experience. And I am a lot happier in going out during the daytime with my babies. But I've had to make the choice of buying darker skin dolls in order for me to do that without drawing attention to myself unnecessarily. So this is our baby. What we're going to do now, we're going to take off this beautiful onesie she's got on. What onesie have you got? It says, what does it say here on your onesie? It says, let me try and read it. Magical life. Wow, yeah, you have got a magical life. Magical life, it says. It also says rainbows. Rainbows and what? Clouds? Does it say clouds down there? I think it will say that. Let's read it. No, it says rainbows and unicorns. Rainbows and unicorns. That's what it says on her beautiful onesie. Can you see it? She smells fine. Like she was created in 2000. I don't say mixed race. What I'm trying to say is that she's biracial. Just that we don't normally call a child biracial here in the United Kingdom. So she's biracial, beautiful blue eyes. And what I've done since yesterday, I took a photo of this precious cutie and uploaded the photo to Google Images so that it could do a search for me so I can find out more about this baby doll. And I was very lucky that this baby doll is well known by Google and Google was able to deliver me the information about this beauty. So I'll just sit her here. As you can see, she's much bigger than baby wow Emma here. She's definitely much bigger than this cutie here, who's similar to her. She does look much bigger than him. And this cutie here is called Al Pacino. Oh, Pele Al Pacino. Pele is his first name. Al Pacino is his middle name. So this Pele Al Pacino, as you see the differences in their mouth, she's just got a cute smile there with her tongue showing, whereas he's actually opened his mouth because he wants to be fed or take a dummy. That's why his mouth is much wider. A baby would not normally leave their mouth open this wide unless they're taking a bottle in or a pacifier. This is Big Pooh. He's called Big Pooh because I've got a little Winnie the Pooh. And this is my cutie, adorable Ukrainia, my Maddie reborn. She is just such a special baby. There's just something unique and special about her. When you just sit her down and you're in the room by yourself, she has this wonderful way of emanating peace and love and goodness and kindness. She communicates to me in a non-verbal way. She can't speak like baby while Emma can speak, but she speaks to me in a very non-verbal way through her body language, her demeanor, and her eyes. She says so much to me, and that's why I just love her. I just feel so blessed to have her. Anyway, so let's get back to this cutie here. So I'm just going to take you to my laptop to show you what I found about her. So this is who she is. Da-na-na-na! Ashton Drake, Picture Perfect Baby by Waltrud Hannell. Perfect, 22 inches. So she is quite big. She's 22 inches. And as you have heard, she was made by Ashton Drake. And this is what she looked like in her original clothing. So she would normally come boxed. That's her close-up face. There she is. But as you can see, this one has got a blonde hair. The one that Santa brought for me has got darker coloured hair. So I don't know what's happened. Either that Ashton Drake made a few of these dolls with different coloured hair, or her previous mummy decided to change the colour of her hair. I don't know what's happened, but her hair is brown instead of blonde. So that's not a problem though, cutie. I think you're gorgeous, whether it's brown or blonde. In fact, I prefer you having brown hair, because what I liked about her when I saw was that she's biracial, mixed race, and they don't normally have blonde hair. So if they're biracial, half black and half white or other race, they would not normally have blonde hair. They would normally have black or brown hair. So I want her to be as close to realism as possible. So yes, so we know who she is, which is good. Okay, let's find out a bit more information. So this is her certificate of authenticity, which I didn't get. Santa didn't think I needed it. And it says here on the certificate, Hano Picture Perfect Baby is the first issue of the So Truly Real vinyl doll created exclusively for the Your Picture Perfect Babies collection. Wow. Designed by master doll artist Waltrud Hano, Hano Picture Perfect Baby is issued only by the Ashton Drake Galleries. Upon retirement of this issue, no more of this edition of Hano Picture Perfect Baby will ever be produced. Once the edition is retired, it will never be reopened. Well, I feel very lucky then to have got this baby. The only thing I don't know is what year the baby was issued, but I have watched some YouTube videos and it seems that it was quite a while ago, you know. Some people even calling her vintage baby on some of the YouTube videos I saw. So I feel lucky to have found her then, if she's not that available anymore. And even lucky to get one that's darker skinned. So this is what, oops, this is what the little booklet on her has got of her original picture. So that's what she looked like originally. You know how they produce a booklet of their baby, yeah, Ashton Drake, but when you get the baby, it doesn't look like the picture. So she does look slightly different. Let me just turn this around so you can see. Slightly different from the photo. In the photo, chubbier cheeks than what the artist actually produced. When the artist actually created her in the end, her cheeks were not as chubby as this, that's for sure. Okay, I found a website that gives more information about her, so I'm just going to switch to that website now. I've just seen a listing for this baby on eBay Canada. So here she is, looking very pretty, and her hair does look like the hair of the doll that Santa brought me, though my picture perfect baby has got darker hair than this baby doll. So it's dark blonde for this baby doll. And the bidding is currently ongoing. And this one comes with a box and a COA. And as you can see, 13 people are bidding. So it is a popular baby. So I want to say thank you to Santa for remembering me and bringing me this baby. Yeah, I am happy with my baby. Okay, guys, I've just done a bit more research and I found a link that was giving me the year when this doll was created, and I clicked on the link and it took me to eBay listing. This is Ashton Drake Galleries 2004 Hano Picture Perfect Baby 21 inches vinyl reborn doll. So that's the year that she was created, 2004. So she is vintage. She will be vintage, 20 years old next year, 2024. So some websites say 22 inches. This one says 21 inches, but you get the gist. She's around between 21 and 22 inches. She's vinyl in texture, and she's beautiful. So this is what she would have looked like If I had got her brand new, she would have come in a beautiful little outfit, a pink outfit, and she would have come in a little box, and I think you'd get the certificate of authenticity and everything. But to be honest, I don't care that I didn't get that certificate and I didn't have her in the box. I prefer actually buying babies that don't have all that, because I just think you're spending all that money for that extra stuff that, to be honest, most collectors don't really care. I don't really believe that most collectors care about such things, the certificate of authenticity. What you really want is a baby that is beautiful, that you can love. And with Ashton Drakes, you'll know that they're original. You can tell Ashton Drake dolls are original. When you look at the neck, you touch and feel them, you know how they feel. I've had a number of Ashton Drake dolls, and it's very hard for you to pass off to me a doll as Ashton Drake if it's not, because there's a quality and a standard. Particularly this artist that made this doll, because he's made a couple of my other dolls and I can recognize his work easily. So I don't mind that I don't have that certificate. Certificate of authenticity. Okay, it's time for my cutie to put a nappy on. So I've got a packet of Pampers here, and the size of the nappy, the diaper that I'm going to use, is size 2, and it says for babies between 9 to 18 pounds or 4 to 8 kilograms. I think this is the right size for her, because she is a 22 and she's very well stuffed, so I think she needs a bigger diaper size. So come on, baby, time to put on your nappy. It's time, baby girl. There you go. You're a good baby, aren't you? Yes, you are. You are such a good baby. Ooh. You are such a good baby. Ooh, that's the wrong way around. This is the right way around. Come on, girl. There you are. Yes, I was right. This is the correct size for her. A preemie would not have fitted her at all. This is perfect for her. As you can see, it's a perfect size for her. She is. And I found her lovely dress. Yes. She's got dress with matching underwear. So I'll just dress her up in that. Look at Pele. He's amazed. He's saying, oh, what's going on? And Ukraine also is very enthralled with everything that I'm doing. They just love videos. They love being on video. They really do. Okay, let's get this baby girl in this really pretty dress. I have no problems with dressing my dolls, you know. As well as being a doll collector, I've been a doll clothes collector. So wherever anyone is advertising free baby clothes on eBay or Facebook, I'm all for it. I will go anywhere to collect these clothes so that my babies can be dressed in the finest and the best. And people are generous. People want to do clear outs of their baby clothes. Sometimes they don't want to sell them. They just want them gone as quickly as possible. And that's how I get clothes to my babies. When I first started 3 years ago with reborns, it was hard having reborns and not having clothes. I knew I had to go out and get some clothes. Apart from buying clothes, which was costing a fortune, I started just going out and collecting them from people offering them for free on Facebook. And even when I didn't need them, like for example, Pele's clothes, I got them 2 years before he came. Because the lady was offering 2 boxes. I think it was 3 boxes of boys' clothes. And at the time I only had girls, but I thought, who knows, I might have a boy doll sooner or later. So I got them. There was hardly any space in my house, and I got those 3 boxes in my house. I did have to give some to charity when I ended up having more than enough, which is good. I was happy I gave some to charity. But the rest has come very useful because I've been able to have boy dolls. So here we have little Miss Cutie and her very pretty dress. We just need to put her panties on. And where did those panties go, young lady? Oh, they're on the floor. Let's pick them up. There we go. Here they are. And then we'll have to put some socks on her. You sit there, Baba. That fits you perfectly. Just need to put some socks on your beautiful feet. Oh, I've seen some lovely pink booties. So I've got loads of socks here. I'm thinking maybe these beautiful pink booties would be nice on her feet. So these booties are an option. Got another pair of white booties that would be an option. Or she could just wear socks on. Or she could wear socks and the booties. White socks with booties. Would you like white socks with booties, girl? Would you like that, my baby? Or you could have pink socks. What am I going to do? I think she could wear socks on with the booties on top. That's what I'm hoping. Pink socks on or white socks and the booties. I think I'll go for white socks and the booties, yeah? So my baby girl has got her socks on. She's got her panties on top of the nappy. I put a pair of white socks on her, but I've pulled them up so they will look like tights underneath. And it is quite cold in London now, so I am mindful that it is cold and my dolls do get really cold during the winter. So I've pulled the socks right up and then I've put the booties on. This way I'm covering up the gap between her rubber leg and the cloth part. I don't like seeing that gap. I really don't like seeing that gap. I'm sure most of you don't like seeing that gap that reminds you that it's a doll and not a real baby. So I've covered up that gap. I've put on the booties. We pull down the dress. And we have got here a baby. I was thinking about putting a little baby girl underneath to cover up her arms here. But I couldn't find one right now that would fit her. We are running out of time, so I decided to bypass that. Because I have to find one that will fit her, and it's got to be white. I prefer it to be white. So the sleeves will come down here and they would cover up the gap here between her rubber arm and her cloth part. So later on I will find that white baby girl and put it on underneath her. But for now, she's looking good. You're looking cutie. You're looking cutie. You're looking cutie. You're looking cutie. I absolutely love her. She's beautiful. Now we've got to think of a name for her. You know, when I was thinking about a name for Ukrainia, the reason why she's called Ukrainia is that when she was born and arrived, it was February, March 2021, and that's when the war in Ukraine started, and it was on everyone's mind here in the UK. It really was. And a way of dealing with all the emotions and all the worry and the stress for me was by just naming my doll after anything to do with the conflict. For example, Ukraine was named Ukrainia. I named her Ukrainia. But I have a Mattel Miracles Move baby doll, one of these, that arrived the same time. And she's called Lviv, which is a city in Ukraine. So I think it just helped me process things emotionally by naming my dolls after an event that was going on in the world that was causing everyone to feel worried. So now we've got the Israeli conflict going on, Israel and Palestine. So I've decided to name her Israelia. That's Israel, Israelia, Israelia. And it's just the way that I process emotionally what's going on around me in the world. And many of my dolls are just named after places or people. I've got a baby doll named Winfrey after Oprah Winfrey. I've got a baby doll named Clinton. I've got a baby doll named Cincinnati, etc., etc. So I think Israelia is such a cute and pretty name. And I think I'm not doing her disservice by giving her a pretty name, because she deserves a pretty name. I couldn't call her Israel because that's not, I don't know, I don't think it would suit her face. But if I called her Israelia, that makes it more female, more feminine, maybe more cute. But she seems to like the name. Look at the positive vibe she's just sending out to me when I say that name, Israelia. Israelia, can you see? Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Her eyes light up when I say that name, and she responds. You must have seen what I see. Did you just see that look? Did you see that glint in her eye? Did you see her lips just slightly move? I saw it. I'm sure you saw it too. So Israelia is going to be her name. Hello, baby Israelia. Mwah! I love you. Okay, so now we've got to move on to the other baby, Israelia, if you don't mind, because the audience wants to know a little bit more about the other baby and what name I'm going to give the baby. Okay, Israelia, so you're just going to sit there quietly, yeah, while I move on to the other baby. Okay, it's time for the older siblings to embrace the newcomer, this gorgeous baby Israelia. Come on, folks. Come on now. Come and say hello to Israelia. Give her a kiss and welcome her to the family. Come on, Alpakina. Come on, Pele, Alpakina. Give her a kiss. Mwah. Very good. Shake her hand. That's it. Shake hands. Yeah. It's your sister. It's your sister. It's your sister. Isn't she gorgeous? Hey, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Yes, she is. You take a seat there, Alpakino. You can hold her hand. Good boy. See, you hold her hand. That's it. You hold your new sister's hand. Okay, come on, Ukraine. Your turn to say hello. Come on, girl. There's a good girl. Look. Ukraine, look. Who's this? Who is this? It's Israelia. It's Israelia. Israelia, look. It's your new sister. Do you want to say hello to her? Come on, then. You say hello, Ukraine. Come on, say hello. Shake her hand. That's it. Give her a kiss. Go on. Give her a kiss. Mwah. That's it. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Look. It's Ukrainia. Israelia. Look. It's Ukrainia. Yes, Ukrainia. And now, Emma wants to say hello. Come on, Emma. Emma, it's time to say hello to baby Israelia. Give her a kiss. Mwah. Yes, that kiss did tickle, didn't it? Give her another one. Mwah. See it?
I want little brother.
Oh, you want a little brother? You'll get a little brother soon, yeah? But for now, we got this little sister. She's really gorgeous. Yeah? She's gorgeous.
Lucky mommy.
Okay, stop crying. Baby, stop crying. Israelia, stop. Are you hungry? Come on, baby. Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? Okay, Mama's gonna get you something to eat. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Yes, that's better, isn't it? That's so much better. You feel so much better now, you darling. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.